Next, we're going to talk to a young man who lived a very destructive life at an early age as a teenage gang member, but he managed to change things around, and he's here to help others do the same. We're joined by McQueen today. Please give him a round of applause, guys. welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
We really do appreciate you being here, and just opening up in front of everybody is a big look. Now, you were on a deadly path at a very young age. Where did the story even begin? How old were you?
I was actually 12. It began, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, Midwest, and it started with rejection. That was the way that that's why I felt like I had the excuse to do anything, because I was rejected. My father wasn't really around, so that triggered what was already in me, and I just ran crazy from there. So it started with rejection, and from there it gave birth to a lot of other things. So
what type of rejection were you experiencing from home, from your father?
Love is not just a good feeling, although you feel good when you love. Love is correction. So when people stopped focusing on me, I wanted to go to wherever I could be focused. So the gangs, it actually it made me belong, even though I had to do dumb things to be in there. Go get their PlayStation, go do this. I did it because I wanted somebody to tell me something. So without that love, without that father figure, I ran to wherever it was at. So.
Earlier, we had Dr. Jeff on the show, and he talked about self-hatred and how that plays a role. In hindsight, as you look back, do you think any of that was going on with you?
Of course. I mean, self-hatred is big, but more so, I hated others. So due to the fact that my self-esteem, a lot of this gang stuff, these gang members, their self-esteem is this big. That's the problem. They feel like, I have to prove to how much of a man to this guy I am. So I need to do this. Women too. They lose their lives over gang violence too. You got to prove it. So, most of the stuff like that, it really just triggered my life to go haywire. Self-hatred was big, but I hated you because your life was better than mine. You was my enemy, and you didn't even do nothing. I would go to the back of the bus and be mean mugging with a chip on my shoulder, and you made me mad because you got them nice J's, and I don't have those nice J's. So I'm already angry, and nobody's there to mentor me. So without the mentorship, people go crazy. They trick us. That self-hatred gave birth, to a lot of other things. This life is crazy, and without, I'm a Christian. Without Jesus Christ. Without Jesus Christ was a mentor. He dealt with some of the same things, started at 12 and he died at 33. So I ain't talking about no old person. Jesus Christ was yay high. He needed that mentor. He had self-hatred too, persecution and all that, but what happened with it? He had a mentor. He was able to lead the way, and that's who I found. This ain't just no chain. It's real. So
take note, and we love it. We love you speaking from your heart and opening up to everybody right now. Take us to some of the darkest days that you remember as a gang member.
My big day, when I got shot. And I got shot when I was 15. I got bullet holes in me about this big. Inch away from being paralyzed. Bullet almost hit my main artery. I almost bled to death on the way to the hospital. That really, man, I can't think about that too hard. But holding guns up to people, 12 years old, held a gun up to somebody, busting somebody's head open, even talking, throwing bottles at an old man, busting his head, stuff like that. Those things that really hurt me when I think about it, and and it triggers me to want to make a change even more so.
Everywhere we go, the finger always gets pointed, and it always comes back to rap somehow. Do you think that the rap lyrics and the gangster lyrics had an effect on you, or do you think it was really the social economic things that were going on around you?
No, actually rap, man, when you about to have sex, you put on sex music. When you about to go fight, I didn't put on John Legend. I put on something that triggered what was already in me. I'm not saying the music puts it in you now, but it entices the feeling I already have. If I'm angry, I need angry music. So these rappers making excuses and stuff like that, you have an opportunity to change your life, but you choose to do something exact opposite, and God is holding you against that. So if anybody dies, and this is biblically, the blood will be on your hands. So for all the rappers, who make those excuses like that, you got to understand, your music entices the feeling I have. It doesn't tell me no. It don't tell me not to. So what are you saying through your music?
I would love to know, and I'm very curious, what do the families of fallen victims to nonsense teen violence or gang violence think about you now when they see you talk and do your sermons? Or
Wow, it actually, I mean, you know, not boasting in myself, like I said, because I'm nothing without Jesus Christ, you know, but just the thought of it, you know, just the thought and just looking at, you know, what you can do. You know, I speak to everybody in this crowd, man, what you can do with the gift you've been given, with the breath in your body. We all will stand before God one day. And I tell myself that we're going to stand before God, we're going to have to give an account on our life. You know, not necessarily the wrong, but just because it's good, it doesn't make it God. You see what I'm saying? So with me, you know, they look at me and they smile. And they wish that their child could do the same. And you can. God knows he's no respecter person.
AJ, thank you so much for your story. We will see you a little bit later on in the show. Listen, if you need help, go to BET.com/106 in Park. Right now, we have information provided for you, okay?
Right. Later on, we'll have a panel discussion to get further into the issue of teen violence. Keep it locked right here. You're watching BET's 106 in Park.
How many restless families are out there not knowing what exactly happened in their situation? But AJ, my question is to you right now. What do you say to the young people that are involved in gangs, but they want to get out? They want to be out of this situation. They want to get out of the gang, but they're scared. You were able to get out. So what do you tell them?
I tell them, you know, the street law is you have to die. You have to die in order to get out the gang. Well, I did die. You know, I died to myself. I died to that old mentality. I died to that old man. So you do have to die and be willing to change your mentality. You know, so it takes you to die and apply, you know, the principles of God. True.
Sam.
Are very, very sensible ways of doing that. But AJ, I really need like a real answer. Like, what was it that you had to do to get out of the game? What did you do? Did you leave the state? Did you leave the city?
Yeah, I left, you know, and I didn't leave by choice. I was forced out. I had people calling my phone. You want to play with guns? I hang the phone up. I'm 15 years old, you hear me? So I had to leave. You know, that's the real answer. But I look at the big picture. That's why I'm always talking about God. But I had to leave. I had to leave my surroundings and change the music, change the people, all that type of stuff. To stop thinking about gangs, stop thinking about hood. I had to leave the hood.
I
comment on that as a young man, you know, the pride issue and the self-esteem issue, you know, that's what, like I say, if we revert back to talking about God in the Bible where turn the other cheek or a calm word turns away wrath or be angry but sin not, if we apply these tools, we wouldn't have to worry about no pride issues and stuff like that. But we cut on the TV show you that real men smash all the females, real men, you know, angry, real men, real women don't get disrespected, they independent, real men, real women serve God, you know what I'm saying? And that'll help us out for the whole violence thing. That's how you stop the violence. Put God on top where he belongs.
We will have more with our panel and more of our teen violence show when we come back with more 106 in Park. Please keep it locked.